Hello, happy Wednesday. Still as hot as Hades here in Southern Oregon. I think we've had either 12 or 15 days of consecutive days over 100 degrees. Today, however, we are having a cool down. Only supposed to get up to 95. I'm so thankful it's a little bit cooler. It has really been kind of unbearable, and it's made me want to lay around and sleep. I do absolutely what is necessary. Go out and water my garden and lay around. So I'll be glad when this heat wave finally exits. Anyway, I thought I would start something a little bit different. I got these cards the other day at Barnes & Noble, and they're called Wikipedia Spell Deck. And I thought it'd be kind of fun just to pick a card from this deck, or let the cards pick us, and see what kind of spell comes up for us. Okay? Just thought it would be kind of fun to do. There's a lot of spells in this deck. So there it is. Okay. Smudge your space. Before jumping into any kind of psychic session, it's important to make sure your physical space is free from negative energies and entities. A key method is to smudge your space with a bundle of dried sage. Sage has been used for millennium to clear spaces of bad energy and to prepare them for the positive forces. Things that you need: fire-safe container or bowl, sand to extinguish the sage after use, water for safety, matches or lighter, sage smudge stick. Well, that's pretty self-explanatory, isn't it? The Spirit is telling us that it's always important for us to clear our space, whether we're going to be doing spiritual work or whether we are just every once in a while. It's a good idea to clear your space of negative energy, because it can happen. I mean, just even being stuck in the house here for days on end with the heat outside, I'm sure the energy inside my house is probably getting pretty stagnant. Now, so it's a good idea. I need to sage my whole house. So anyway, here's the ritual. Fill your bowl with a moderate amount of sand, enough to easily tamp the lit sage bundle like a cigarette. Have water nearby in case of emergency. Carefully light the sage stick over the bowl. Blow out any active flames so the sage only produces smoke. Fan the smoke with your hand to waft it all around the space where you will be working. Move the smudge stick up and down the length of your body to cleanse your aura. As you smudge the room, chant a prayer such as this for protection and positive energy. I call upon the goddess to help cleanse and protect this space, and to let in only the brightest beings. Put out the sage in the sand when you are finished. Take a minute to close your eyes and envision positive connection during this divine session. Okay, so anyway, I haven't saged my space, but I do have this spray here from Amanda Ellis. This is spiritual protection, and I think I'll just spray a little bit around me and around my desk. And I believe there is sage in this. So let's get started. I'm going to start with these cards here, which is called Goddess of Love Oracle. Compassion. You are loved unconditionally. The goddess of compassion. You are loved unconditionally. The message here is that you are loved unconditionally. That Spirit always loves you. That the energy around you is filled with love for you. And that you are never alone, even if you feel like you are all alone. Especially after this 18 months of being in pandemic mode, that a lot of us find ourselves spending a lot of time alone by ourselves. And it's really easy to get depressed and sad and start to feel aches and pains and sicknesses in our body because we are alone. We don't have communication with others. But Spirit wants to let us know that even though we feel like we are alone, we are never alone. That Spirit is with us. That Source is with us. Okay, compassion. So have compassion for yourself. Compassion for others. Now I'm going to pick a chakra card. Got 2 chakra cards. The first one is the solar plexus, self-mastery, shows all of the chakras, all lit up in the body, the light surrounding the body. And the heart chakra, love. Self-mastery. We're never alone. There is always love surrounding us. It just takes a lot of work sometimes for us to realize and to get ourselves in that headspace that we are not alone. To sit in contemplation and meditation with Spirit, to ground ourselves into the earth and to have the connection to above. Opening all our chakras to fill them with light so that they spin at an even pace, to remain healthy and calm and open to the messages of Spirit and above, to know that we are safe. And it's all about love. That energy that comes from above showers us with love. That we are loved unconditionally. Let's go with the stone. Emotional healing. Awakening crystal. Emotional healing. hopefully, many of us have taken the time that we've had to spend with ourselves during this past 18 months, that we had healing taking place, that there were things that we could look at ourselves, things that were going on emotionally in our minds, old wounds that we had, that we could look at those and heal those, that we were able to take the time, that the past 18 months have not been a waste of time, that we really got to look at ourselves, our shadow side, our wounds, think about it and heal it, that we had compassion for ourselves, and love for ourselves. I know it's hard when you're alone a lot. It's hard to have love and compassion for yourself. Taking another stone. Red Jasper, healthy boundaries. Emotional healing and healthy boundaries. Love, self-mastery, and compassion. We are moving on. Things are changing. We've had a lot of time to sit in reflection and to think. But things are starting to open up now. Whether we feel it's safe or not, things are starting to open up. But we need to have healthy boundaries. We need to let go of some of the fear that we have so deeply embedded in us, but still have healthy boundaries and do what it is going to make you feel safe and good. Have compassion for yourself and for others. You may not agree with what they're doing. Still send them love and have compassion. And just do for you what you need to do, because things are opening up. Hopefully, it's safe. Hopefully, we have protection around us. The most important thing is that you have your own healthy boundaries. You do what you need to do to make you feel good and safe. Spirit has our back. Letting go, time to release. Letting go, time to release. What do we need to release? Fear. Need to release fear. There's so much fear running rampant. We need to release fear. Really. Turn off the news. Because because it is full of fear. Even Facebook is full of fear. It's hard not to have fear enter. Because lately it's been one thing after another to bring up that fear in us, that fight or flight feeling. The anxiety, we need to try and let go of it. Things are opening up, whether we like it or not. Set your healthy boundaries for you. What works for you may not work for another, so have compassion and love for others and accept how they do things. Because we're all different. We're all walking on different paths. But we need to let go of the fear. To be able to be strong enough to have self-mastery in ourselves, that when we see fear creep into our lives, that we can recognize it and say, no, this is not healthy for me. Healthy boundaries. And I let it go. That I try to walk in love and compassion, knowing that Spirit has got my back. Okay. Yeah. All right. Comfort. Angel Azrael, I'm with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. So we have comfort, the angel Raziel, and then we have peace, Archangel Shamuel. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. Peace comes in remembering that only love is real. I'm with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. Helping your heart to heal. We've been through a lot, all of us collectively. We have been through so much. There has been a wound. We have been wounded emotionally, physically, mentally. It's time to let go. It's time to allow love to come in and heal us. Okay. So, anyway, the first card that we had was, again, it was smudging our space. So when you're smudging and clearing out your space, we're going to clear out a lot of the fear, negative energy and fear. So Spirit is telling us it's time for us to smudge our space, to cleanse it, to get rid of the things that no longer serve us, to get rid of the fear. That it's time for us to let go of that. It's time for us to heal. Jeez, I have the hardest time seeing these. Pink, curly sage. Pink to me is, it's again, the heart. This says euphoria and insight. So it's pretty. It goes very nicely with this card, doesn't it? The compassion. You are loved unconditionally. And then this card here. Euphoria and insight. So anyway, the message today is to first clear our spaces of negative energy, to get out the sage, and to go around our whole house, because the houses have been closed up for 18 months, where we've sat during this pandemic with fear of getting sick. And it's time for us to clear and to let go of those feelings, to open our hearts, our chakras, connect with spirit, know that there is peace and comfort, that things are changing, but to always have and set your healthy boundaries. You need to do what is best for you, but we need to clear our spaces and to get rid of the fear. All right. I'm going with an affirmation and we're closing this out. I rejoice in my employment. Things are opening up. People are getting back to work. People are leaving their homes and they're getting back to work. I rejoice in my employment. I appreciate the opportunity to help contribute to serve others. I connect with the creativity of the universe and allow it to flow through me in fulfilling ways. Okay, well, any way we look at it, things are opening back up. One way or another, it's opening back up. And we need to rejoice. I know it's kind of hard to do because we are so full of fear. We're afraid. We're afraid to go back out there because we're being told that, there's more ickiness coming to get us. I pray very strongly that that is not the case. I really do. So, have peace, take comfort, love, have mastery over yourself, and set healthy boundaries. But we need to let go of that which no longer serves us. Well, there you go. There's the message for today. I hope it resonates. Thank you.